welcome back to the SaltyyShow, and welcome back to our Total War Empire campaign with the overhaul known as Durango Overhaul. And welcome to episode 9 of our France campaign, as we face down the last remaining stronghold of the pirate scum. They have decided to sally forth and break the siege, so we've taken up a defensive posture against them. And thank God we didn't actually engage them, because I for one did not see, or maybe they did it right before we laid siege, but I didn't know they had a star fort or a fortification lined up. So thankfully we don't have to deal with that. It does appear they're going to be rather docile though. So let's go see if we can try to provoke them. Do apologize for the barking in the background. We're going to try to continue, and a little bit of the wobbling of the mic there, I do apologize. I'm still getting used to having a mic without a shock mount right now, and that is kind of unfortunate. Our troops are hidden. I wonder if we'll be able to shoot them without breaking cover. They are definitely in our line of sight, so let's find out. Okay, so they're no longer hidden. There we go. Ooh, a lovely strike. Now, will that trigger a response? Oh, some of them are marching. If they're gonna let us snipe them, we're going to let that happen. I don't like how quiet it got there for a second. Okay, they're moving just a tad bit. Ooh. Clever, clever. We lost a poor lad there. And now we will return. Alright. Pull back. Let's actually get you over here. Reform your lines there. Fire at will. You guys will cover this left flank here. Militia, time to earn your pay and fight for your land. Very good shooting. Very nice indeed. This right flank here is taking a bit more casualties than I would like, so let's go ahead and pull them back. Thankfully maintaining a skirmishing range, and we're going to beat them at that. Our African musketeers are in a lot better of a position to fight. These guys are just sitting straight faced against musket fire. You need to focus on that. Yeah, focus on them way more. In fact, we're gonna get our militia unit over there. Same really goes for these guys here. Oh. I was gonna say, are they charging? beating them back here on this left flank. Everybody line up. Let them have it. Come on, men. Turn face. Let them have it. Very nice. Point blank range fire there. Form up to engage them here as well. They're gonna hit us first with a volley. Oh yeah. Taking a couple losses, but let's let them have it. Very nice. Continue closing the gap off here. Just like that. You guys will cover the rear just in case. We've sectioned off a greater portion here to the right, but they're holding fairly well against the mob. We've got these guys in a good pincer right here. Oh my good lord. Yeah, break them immediately. And this right flank is skirmishing 1-to-1. Apologies, everybody. I don't know what's going on today. You all will get to enjoy the sounds of combat, apparently, as I don't know what's going on, but I'm gonna need to go find out, apparently. So let's hope this battle is well underway. That is the last of that. I do apologize. I could have totally cut there, but I figured if we could salvage finishing this fight, that would be a lot better. And it does appear we're doing pretty good. We're taking some significant casualties on this right flank, but we've almost routed the left entirely. So let's go ahead and get our militia, or our musketeers over there. Our general can bring up the morale on this right side. We don't really want to have a spare bullet come out and hit him, though. in a prolonged skirmish mode. You can really tell. I already hear the general taking fire. Get him out of there, Jesus Christ. Alright, we've broken their left. It's mainly just this right flank. Our African musketeers are proving to be extremely valuable, though. Welcome to break your headset to Wednesday. Jesus Christ. I don't know how they're seeing anything in this jungle. Native auxiliary are taking some heavy casualties. Reform the lines just a little bit. Let's bring you up. Beating them pretty handedly now. Yeah, good lord. Look at the pirate death there. See if we can pull off a rotation here. Swap these lines, let these guys reload, and let these guys fire. Now, swap back. See if that worked. I want to see if that actually worked. Yeah, they're reloading, so I mean. Yeah. For the most part. I mean, it's kind of working, honestly. It really is. Let's end the skirmish, I think. Go for a mass charge. The immediate sword slicing sounds. That's right, they don't even pull out swords. This is an utter rout as soon as you get into an engagement like that. Yes, I believe that is the end of the pirate menace. And victory for our brave, brave warriors today. And with that, victory is ours and the turn is over. We did finish some research, which we're going to look into in just a moment. And yes, there goes the pirates. And we secured... I want to keep that there. Research. We just got fire by rank. We've got that second tier done as well. We could get the spinning mule, 4 wealth, and national prestige. There are a lot of nice little buildings here. Condensed marching improves campaign map move. Actually, you know what? We're gonna get that. Now let's take a look at construction. Go ahead and get that. Sure, you're good. You are being upgraded to the dry dock, which would be pretty nice. To get 2 dry docks, we could start pumping out naval units rather rapidly. Alright, let's go back over here to Antigua, and I think with what remains, we are going to first and foremost deconstruct this building. I will keep the fort going, merge our troops. They're -1 right now. So just in case, we will replenish our forces. Let's see. The Leeward Islands doesn't have anything to trade, so making it a military port is fine by me. I doubt we will need it, but it could be something that we use to set up with trade fleets, because I don't plan on expanding any further into the Caribbean outside of what we've conquered. Our goal is Europe and all the riches that lie within. Now, Courland still does own Tripoli. Ooh, they've actually managed, they're not taxing it. Wow, they've got some significant repression going on here. Holy crap. I'm kind of shocked they're able to broker peace. If that's the case, we could try to take Algiers instead. We are blockading their only port. So yeah, we're gonna go try and do that. We're gonna try and take Algiers. If they're gonna sell off, they can't sell off their capital. So we're safe to get rid of it there. Meanwhile, Savoy is sitting quiet. I'm okay with that. We're able to continue investing. What is our navy looking like? We got a bomb catch last turn, that's right. 4 5th rates, lots of 6 rates. Pretty sizable, pretty good to me. If anything, we might be okay to invest in some actual trading fleets that's going to continue to develop our economy. Get an Indiaman there, here, here, can't there, and here. I doubt they'll be able to make it in 1 turn, but that's fine. And with the little bit of cash we have left, what can we do with it? What can we do? I don't think investing anything there is necessary. Well, I guess we just end the turn with $1,000 left in the bank. There we go. Gotta find the right button to end turn with. Europe is a powder keg. There are way too many alliances going on right now. Excuse me. Yes, the Leeward Islands, that's fine. Oh, they're happy now. They don't care. They're rather okay with the outcome of events. Alright. Back to business at hand. Let's actually... Ooh. Got some Barbary pirates. They're really good in melee. They have a general. Nothing I don't think we'll be able to handle. We're going to merge those troops. I'm glad there's already a Spanish missionary down here converting it to Catholicism. That's great. We seem pretty safe for the most part. Everybody's a little too preoccupied. So, with that said, let's go ahead and start upgrading our home commercial ports. That's going to really boost our trade income. And that's already a commercial basin, so we're good there. 2 grand anywhere? Anybody? 2 grand? I don't see anything for 2 grand. I guess not. I guess not. Let's see. Do we think we could buy a trip of tawny off of them? I kind of doubt it. It is regrettable, yes. It is indeed regrettable. We can trade with Georgia. A little scummy to request payment, but sure, why not? We're trading with most other major powers. Mughal Empire is consolidating their rebellious Marathan Confederacy. They are not looking too pretty right now. So fun. Man, Prussia is on the way out. They're down to 2 regions. Oh, wow, they'll give us the Bahamas. That is interesting and not worth it. Man, a lot of people want to ally with us. That is not in our game plan today. The only question is, who do we want to target first? Once we secure North Africa, that's definitely not happening. Once we secure North Africa, we're gonna have a we need a new target. What do they get? Firelock Armed Populace, Swordsman, Mob. Alright, lay siege to them. Let's draw them to attack us, because it's always easier to be on the defense. And let's see. Man, yeah, I don't know what. Leopold here is fighting a losing battle, considering they only own Dresden and Brandenburg. And there is a Polish army. Ooh, they have Marines. Elite Infantry, First Foot Guard. They actually look rather terrifying. And by rather, I mean a very much terrifying. So, need to keep an eye on Poland. A strong Poland. Lithuania is a scary Poland. Lithuania. Alright, let's link up. Link up all our trade ships. You guys are doing okay, so we don't need to really worry about anything. Everything's good here. There we go. Let's go ahead and get that dry dock going up here in Flanders. And we're going to try it one more time with a much larger payment. Damn. Alright, so that's how it's gonna be. Savoy, Italian states, Poland, Genoa. Man, allying with Poland is unfortunate. Jesus, okay. Wittenberg is our ally, and so is Hessen. Spain as well. We could move into engaged Portugal. Or, well, we could actually take Morocco. We could secure a lot of the northern African coast with our expedition, granting us some pretty economically... 4,300, yeah, some really economically strong regions to help fund our future campaigns. Another 3 turns until we get that really big building. The Palace Bourbon. The thing is, if we suffer a revolution, I really don't want them to have a fortification in place. Nor would I want them to have a home army either. So we're going to need to be very careful when revolution seems to be unavoidable. Because we're going to want to take out... We're going to want to move our armies out of this region so we can side with the revolutionaries. Because I do see that coming, I think, in our future. I don't think there's a way to avoid revolution when you invest so much as I have so far in research. Which is funny, because literally we only have 2 school buildings in Paris, but Paris is a giant region. Excuse me. Oh, well, that's just not good, buddy. Go ahead and invest in that. And you're maxed out. So. Ooh, a -10. Okay.
Votre humble serviteur.
Back in you go. Leeward Isle. Oh, son of a gun. They actually do have something to export. Darn it. Alright, well, demolish that. I thought it was... I don't know why I thought that said windward. That's fine. Let's get some sugar export even more. We're flooding the trade market, really. Yeah, good lord. Alright. We have a new little trade fleet. Let's send them to West Africa. I cannot believe they're holding on to that. That is so crazy. They are suffering attrition, so everything is going according to plan. Lovely. Let's invest in the school buildings. Man, with that said, we probably do want to move this army out of this region before the reforms really start to kick off. Well, we'll have some turns. It'll only take 2 to get to Strasbourg. So perhaps we'll take Nicolas Doyer. And most his army up here to the fort.
En attente de vos ordres.
We'll leave 2 line infantry down here to guard our southern border. Realistically, that is not very smart, but I think it'll help play out later on. Oh wow, Prussia. Prussia bringing it back, securing 2 regions in 1 turn. Damn. Good for them. I'm rather surprised at that. Let's go ahead and start investing in our giant trade network here in the Caribbean. Britain really doesn't want the Bahamas. That's definitely not going to happen, buddy. Lovely work. Continue investing in all those ports. We now have commercial ports across our Parisian front. Catholicism is good. I don't know where the Protestantism is coming from, but we are on the rise.
Prêt. En avant, marchez. Votre Majesté.
I didn't mean to do that, but they're going to let this siege ride out, which is good for us. They're going to be severely understaffed or undermanned.
En attente de vos ordres. ordres.
Weren't you guys supposed to have garrison policing bonuses? Maintaining public order. Huh. I mean, you're doing okay, but there's 6 of you.
Oui, monsieur.
Whatever, I guess. Well, with that said, we can definitely get rid of you guys. We'll keep the Colonial Dragoons down there, fine, with just a captain.
Monsieur, vos ordres?
Alright, with only a grand left, let's not get too hasty now. Oh, looks good to me. Oh, research. Darn. I think we're researching something utterly useless right now. If it's Navy, I'm okay with it, but... we did bit the Bourbon Palace. Historically, the Palace of Bourbon was built as a home for Louis Francus? Duchess de Bourbon, one Louis the 14th legitimized bastards by one of his favorite mistresses. Oh, that is never the... Although rather magnificent and scarcely a hovel, was not technically a palace. Oh. It is still a permanent building, now acting as home to the deputies of the French National Assembly. Well, how interesting. Alright, let's...
Officier sur le pont. Flotte, prête. Lancez des ordres.
combine you all so you guys can take on that new port.
Bien arrivé.
12, another grand in income. Lovely stuff. Now we could already go ahead and get the naval hospital. The steam dry dock though gives us access to some pretty cool stuff. Yeah, the first rates, crazy huge ships. And we get some steamships, late game, heavy first rate. Investing heavily in the Navy could really help us out soon. I can't believe it. We're not going to be able to secure North Africa without going to war with Scotland, it looks like. That is most unfortunate. Condensed marching's good. I'd actually like you guys to get that instead. Alright, recruitment-wise, we've got a solid 5th rate, some 6th rates. We can go all the way to a 3rd rate. Ooh, we can get a 2nd rate. Jesus. What is the difference between a 24-pounder Okay, so the 24-pounder is better than a 5th rate. Okay, duly noted. Duly noted. 24-pounder is better than a 4th rate. If I'm... they're very expensive. How intriguing. Intriguing indeed. 3rd rate ship of the line. And the 2nd rate. Man, the firepower is huge. Okay, so they do beat the... Okay, so the 24-pounder is really good at range and hull strength. But it lacks, significantly lacks cannon size. Well, with that, let's try to get some third rates in here. That's almost $1,000 between the two of them. Alright, we're going to get 3 third rates, and that's going to break our economy. I'm kidding, it's not, but it's going to come close. I'll tell you what, Prussia is swinging back. They've secured East Prussia all the way. They have really reconquered a good chunk of territory in the last couple turns. I'm very surprised. I figured they were on their way out. Meanwhile, we're stuck in little old Africa trying to deal with some Barbary pirates. Good work there. We're doing all right. Can you guys leave yet?
En avant! Autre chose? Marchez! Tenez-vous
No.
prêts!
All right. Duly noted. These schools are going to cause issues. I feel it coming. All right. Do we think...
Cible assiégée, monsieur!
Oh, yeah, they have really done themselves a disservice. I think we're going to auto-resolve this.
La victoire!
Oh, yeah.
est à nous!
Attacking general. The Barbary pirates are no more, and Algiers is ours. Very nice work. Don't do that, actually. Get a church school going here. And there is a mine, so let's get rid of that shipyard. In fact, I'm thinking we might actually get rid of this shipyard now that I look at it. Because we might be able to export the iron. Maybe, I don't know. We're gonna find out. But the pirates are no more. All that really remains is trying to secure Tripoli, which will take time since they gave it to Courland, which is just so annoying. And I do think, though, our next target is going to be Morocco. I don't really think we're gonna turn tail and fight a European power in Courland, because that's gonna very... Ooh. I misspoke. Central Europe is just on fire. Prussia went on a blitzkrieg of a campaign, and Poland has counteracted that by securing Saxony, Brandenburg, and West Prussia all in one turn. Yeah, I think Prussia's days are numbered, unfortunately for them. Jesus Christ, that was a quick turn of events. Currently, Poland in Central Europe is turning out to be an extremely strong power to deal with. One that I look forward to facing on the battlefield. Yeah, go figure. Our first new school has been created. We're still neutral. We're still okay. Thankfully, we've got a lot of missionaries over here really helping change the conversion of Algiers. Grab some trading ports down here, see if it actually matters, and then... Do we... Okay, we can get 4 colonial dragoons in 2 turns.
Prêt à recevoir vos ordres? En avant! Pour la couronne et le pays! Marchez!
They're actually neutral.
En position! Marchez!
So let's send them that way. They're getting 8 repression right now with way more forces in here. So let's see if we can fix that. And then, are we doing anything with Morocco? No, they're actually at war with the Ottomans. That could turn our attention to the Ottomans, but that is quite a large empire to go at. Morocco would give us a city, and it would cut Spain off from expanding too far. It would gear them towards Portugal, perhaps, though. Intriguing questions, intriguing questions. One more turn until we get the third rates. Well, with the money we have, let's invest in the gold mine here. And do what we can. Yeah, Prussia, I'm sorry, but that is just not going to happen. Same goes for you, Maratha. There's a lot of people looking for allies. A lot of people want the French might behind them. Good work on most of that stuff. They already destroyed the church that was literally just built. Saints, that's really kind of you.
Oui, monsieur. En avant, marchez.
Rebel scum. Very quickly. Make sure I'm not missing anything. I don't think I am. Back to the New World. Continue investing in the things that we see here, particularly the gold, the gems, all the stuff that really makes money or adds to the regional wealth of an area.
Préparez-vous, marchez. Milord.
Glad I didn't get rid of them after that battle, Jesus.
Je suis au service de la volonté de Dieu.
0.6. How's it going over here? It's neutral now that it's not moving. That's 0.8, good. We are doing a pretty good job at converting the populations. Tatooine. Does that really say Tatooine? Is that how you say that? That literally looks like Tatooine. I'm gonna assume it's not, but that is hilarious. And we're going to move on from that. Alright. Tell you what, folks. Man, oh yeah, Prussia. Oh, Prussia. They're down to just Silesia. That is unfortunate. I really thought they were bringing it back when they secured 3 regions in like one turn. But it appears Central Europe is going to be divided up amongst Poland and Austria, with Poland being the primary victor. We could trade with them, but I really don't want to instigate any more friendly relations with them, considering Poland is at war with Spain, which does put them at odds with us. They made peace recently with Sweden because they were at war with Sweden too. Ooh, the Marathas have claimed a new territory. Nothing really of note anywhere else that I can see. So that is what we're going to call today's episode. We have secured Algiers. The Barbary pirates, basically all the pirates in the game, have been distinguished. Leeward Islands is ours. This army will eventually, once the population has resumed public order control, they will be disbanded and given their freedom of leave while we make our ever-growing efforts to secure the North African coast with our expeditionary forces, and I do think gear up for the French Revolution that, with the amount of tech we're investing in industry and causing clamor for reform, I believe is at our doorstep. But if you enjoyed today's battles and today's episode, like and subscribe as always. And I've been your host, Salty, and my co-host, Winston, along with my special guests, Luna and Ava, as you all could tell in the battle. We will catch you all next one. Till then, peace out, everyone.